Hi, Dawn here, and today I have a card using KennyK's brand new Old Time Bartender stamp. The greetings are done on my computer. I've used two really cool fonts and I wanted to colour the beer word. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to colour with Copic markers. All of the colours I'm using are going to be on my blog. I'll put a link below so you can see absolutely everything. And I'm using the same colours in the mug as I'm using in the lettering. So they are YR60s, and new kind of orange colour I've got. Absolutely perfect for an amber brew. I've kept it dark at the bottom and sort of frothy at the top, which I thought was really, really fun. Then I've gone on to do the skin using the E50, E51, E53. I am using YR02 for the cheeks. I've also used that for a tongue and a tiny little bit on the lips. I was going to just do this very basic, but I kind of got on a roll and just kept on going. I'm using warm greys for the beard and what little hair our old-timey bartender has got, and just kind of trying to keep it so he's got grey hair rather than making it black. For all the areas that are white, that's his apron and his shirt, I'm going in with some B00 and B00. And for the stripes, I'm using 4 of the B30s so that it sort of, the highlights are nice bright blue, but overall you're going to see that the stripes are navy. I just thought that was going to be a really cool look for our bartender. What I do is I leave a gap where I want my highlight to be, coloured down to that gap, and then blend it all through at the end just when I'm done. I'm using the same navy blue combo on his bow tie and also on his sleeve garters, and then I'm going back to my B quadruple and triple zeros for the collar and his shirt collar underneath the bow tie. I've used a gold spicker for his buttons and his fob watch chain, and around the edge I'm using 0 and W0 so that there is a very pale shadow. So let's actually put the whole card together super quick. This is a piece of paper I rescued from someone who was throwing it away. It's a really old Chatterbox range and I've cut it 6 by 6 so that it completely covers this craft card base. I picked up this card base pack of I think 10 or 8 for $4 at Target, which was really cool, and that's very recently. I've used a stitched scallop border die just at the bottom to mimic the scallops on his arm garters, and I just thought it was a nice way that I could cover the card base but also have some of that craft showing through at the bottom. So just putting that on securely with some 3mm double-sided tape. I've got that in the shop, I'll link below. And then I decided it needed a border. It was kind of getting lost. My eye was leaving the page. So I'm using a very light handle with chipped sapphire distress ink just to go around the edges. It's come a little dark in the bottom left corner, but that's because when I peeled up the washi tape that was holding my image to my bench as I was colouring, it's torn the paper a little bit, but you know what, that's no big deal. It doesn't matter here or there. I decided on a super fine black matte, so I'm cutting that just by eye and adding some more double-sided tape. I like the 3mm. It's quick to use, it's not too chunky, not too bulky, and we are pretty much getting close to the end. But you know, I felt like it needed something more, so I've taken some Kaiser Craft droplets and added them like bubbles around the beer word, and even those, it wasn't quite enough. I wanted something smaller, so I grabbed the gold spicker and added some varied sized dots around the word beer. This was such a fun card to make. I do hope you will go and check out this great new stamp from KennyK Stamps. I'll link to it below. I did come in and do a little more pale blue on his white stripes on his vest as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for subscribing, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.